Hello and welcome back. We've got the talking points for Everton Palace. Now, this time last year, Everton, Watford, we were up 2-1 and we conceded 4 goals in 15 minutes. Crowd booed the team off. Absolute scenes for the wrong reasons. This season, this game, 1 year later, and we win 3-0 in probably the best fashion we could have. Last game, I said a couple of things. I said we were toothless. I said we needed to respond. We need more aggressiveness and intent. And simply put, this was the game we needed to do it in and set the standard. And we did exactly that. It was a flawless performance. And I don't throw that word around too often, especially with regards to Everton. But I'm really happy that we're addressing it right now. Look, the team was unbelievable today. And I didn't really see many moments where we fell to, pressure or anything like that. We never looked phased one bit. We didn't give Palace any opportunities. We always looked on the front foot. It was a very, very encouraging performance. And given we hadn't had a shot on target in the last 2 games, to score 3 in one hit is unbelievable. And if you look at the fashion in which all 3 of our goals were scored, it was on the back of polish and class. The Iwobi backheel. The second goal, we went from end to end with basically every player getting a touch on it. The first goal, DCL with a good touch and then the ability to outmuscle his opponent after also winning the ball for us at the initial stage. So honestly, you look at every goal and basically everything in those 3 goals was what wasn't there last game and the game before that. And we needed to stop the run. Last season we had 11 games where we couldn't win and we never found a way to halt that run. But this game, it could have easily been 4 straight losses, a draw, one out of a possible 12 points, and we were able to get the result that we absolutely needed. Quick shout out to some players. Seamus Coleman, I gave him a load of shit. I slandered his performance, and rightfully so, because he was shit last game. This game, he responded and then some. He had Wilfried Zaha in his back pocket. There's wanted posters out for Coleman because he outright murdered Zaha. Zaha is missing and Coleman is the suspect. He was unbelievable today. He showed aggressiveness. He showed the passion that he's shown for, years upon years of wearing the Everton shirt. He put in some good tackles. Every single time there was a little bit of a tussle, he was always one of the first ones in to, sort of break the tension between 2 opponents, tussling it out. But, look, I just think his performance today was much more sound. Mind you, the backline wasn't under as much pressure or duress as they were in the last couple games. But, I do think that whenever the ball got in the ballpark of Zaha, Coleman was there to stop every single attack or every attempt to attack. I'm going to shout out the whole team. This is the first time I've done it this year, I do believe. The whole team is getting a player of the game mention. I don't think that's really going with the rules of player of the game, but I'm doing it right here, right now. I'm breaking the trend. Every single player on the pitch was unbelievable. The midfield was strong. Onana was, the midfield 3 really complemented one another. You've got Garner Gay with the interceptions. You've got Onana with the grunt. The tackling and the tenacity was unbelievable by him all day. And then Iwobi. You look at all 3 goals, he was involved one way or another. He got 2 assists, but the goal that won't go down as an assist for Iwobi, he was still involved in it and probably was the guy that opened up the play to get that 3rd goal. He looked like he was absolutely everywhere. He was pressing for the full 90 minutes. He obviously contributed with assists. He had shots on goal. He possibly could have had a goal to his name himself. I do think there was an opportunity in the second half where he was a bit open, but got ignored. But overall, he looked like he could have gone on for another 30 minutes because his engine is unbelievable. And I think that's what Lampard did right today. He made sure that he put every single one of his players in a position to maximize their strengths. And we said this last game that that wasn't the case. And this game, you know, you've got Iwobi playing in the position that he's in, or most comfortable in, and you can see the impact he has. He's devastating. Onana, you know, where he was positioned, he was that, you know, that extra shield in front of the back four, and he was able to utilize his strength, which is the tenacity, the tackling, the recoveries, the aerial duels, all of the above. And that really helped us, you know, go forward. Yeah, I do also think that that pressing was just perfect. Crystal Palace never could get momentum. I feel like the majority of the game, they were able to either not play out of the back at all because they were under so much pressure, or when they did, they were only able to get to the halfway line and then realize that they had this, well, this ocean of Everton shirts that they had to navigate through, and it was never really that easy for them to advance. And that's one of the big differences with the loss the other day and the win today. You know, it was very easy for Newcastle to get through, but I do think that the press was employed perfectly, and that made it much more difficult for Palace to, you know, have any free-flowing play, you know. They didn't really seem like they were the aggressive type either. They didn't really try to close us in at any point in time and give us the treatment that we were giving them, and that possibly could have swung the pendulum in their favour, but it never really ended up that way, and ultimately we flourished, and the result speaks for itself. So I mean, across the board, you know, the fans, you've got the players having a good time and having fun, you've just got a huge amount of energy, effort, work rate, all of the above. Basically nothing could have gone any better in this game, I do think. And look, all I ask for, and all Everton fans ask for, is this same effort is brought every single game possible. We've got 3 games coming up before the long break, not including the League Cup. Bournemouth, Leicester, Fulham. If we play like this, I mean, mind you, I don't think we will. It's not sustainable to play this well and have, you know, basically be firing on all cylinders. I do think that if we can bring something close with regards to skill and execution and bring the same effort, then I do think that we will have 7, maybe 9 points to our name in these final 3 games. And a quick shout out to DCL. I did say you need to persist with that man, because once he gets going, he's going to be great. And he did score a goal, and it was, well, it was pretty nice. But outside of that, you know, I think he just makes a difference. He adds a new dimension. His hold-up play is good. He's getting sharper by the day. You know, every time he plays, he's going to get better. And we saw more glimpses of that. And you never know. If he keeps up this form, he possibly could be heading to the World Cup. You never know. It would be a miraculous recovery given where he was, you know, about a month ago. But regardless, I think a healthy Calvert-Lewin makes a better Everton, and we saw a glimpse of what that may look like in this game. So yeah, that's it from me. I do hope you enjoyed this one. Drop a like and subscribe. Share your thoughts in the comments. What changed today in comparison to what happened against Newcastle? I mean, a lot of things. It couldn't be any more polar opposite. But look, I'm all here for it, and if we can keep this going, then, I mean, all signs point in the right direction. But thank you, have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you for the next talking points. Thank you.